Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotforhealing.com. I hope you're doing really well. This reading is for Taurus and I'm just shuffling up the Anna K deck. That's what I'm going to be using. And this reading is for the 30th of May to the 5th of June. So let's see what cards show up for you, Taurus. And I'm also going to be using the energy oracle cards. So Taurus, let's see what shows up for you from the 30th of May through to the 5th of June. And you have the World card with the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And your energy oracle card is the All Tied Up card. So what do you feel all tied up in, Taurus? The world card is saying, the world is almost like when opportunities are all around you. It's like the world is at your feet with the world card. So it's saying, I think to a certain extent, it can be saying that maybe there's plenty that is around you. There is abundance that is around you. This card can represent if you are maybe even learning different things, different environments, different places, travel, all those kind of things, meeting people of different cultures, different backgrounds can be signified with the world card. It also can represent completions as well because it's a major arcana card and it's the end of something. So it's kind of saying that for some of you guys, you might be approaching an end to something. This could be an end of a work contract. This could be the end of studying. This could be the end of a really significant phase in your life. That's kind of what I see. It's not something small. It's something that maybe you've been working towards something for a long time, or you've been working in a certain field for a long time, doing a certain job for a long time. There's something that you was doing for quite some time, and then now it's like it's coming to an end. But then I kind of see with this middle card is that it's good. I think that it's coming to an end because it's kind of giving you a bit of a respite. So if you've just been finding that this other thing has really been sorry about that. If you're just finding that this other thing was just taking up loads of your time and things like that, it's kind of telling you that it's giving you a break. It's giving you the much needed break that you need. The only thing is that because it is a major arcana card, the world card, it could be saying that this, it's like the universe almost said that it's time for you to move on from this situation. Sometimes that may not be a decision that we necessarily make, but sometimes, fate plays his hand and we have no choice. We have to accept that ending. And so what I kind of see here is that the Four of Swords is saying that this gives you a chance to have a break. It gives you a chance to reassess things, to think, okay, well, what do I do next? What's my next plan? What's the next new thing for me? um so it is, at that time can be a really good time for you to kind of work things out, because the Seven of Cups is telling me you have so many options, so many things you want to do. Your mind might be all over the place. You might be feeling like, oh, but I really have an interest in makeup, but then I really have an interest in um sports, and maybe that's something I want to pursue, but then I would like to be a teacher. Like maybe you have a number of different things that you may be wanting to do, even career wise, or wanting to do in life in general. But then you know these might be all things that were unfulfilled, things that you could have potentially done but you haven't done, and you still could possibly do. But it's just saying that you're not at the point of really deciding what the next step is. And I think so it's just saying that just give yourself the time that you need, because I feel like you have the time. You do have the chance to really think things over and mull it over. So even if you don't exactly know what life has in store for you, or maybe what the universe really wants for you right now, the universe is saying give yourself the time that you need, because you've done a lot anyways. You've created a lot previously. So now is the chance for you to kind of give yourself that time to reevaluate. And so all tied up is kind of when you feel that you restricted in certain aspects, and maybe that's where all these ideas are coming from. Maybe you kind of feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do certain things, maybe because of age. Maybe even you might feel, oh, I'm a bit too old for that kind of career change, or to decide to do something else, or maybe I'm just, I don't have all the knowledge or the understanding of a certain field for me to be able to go into that quite at this time. But I kind of feel like there's something that is holding you back towards something that you really want to do or you're considering. And so this card is 23, which 2 and 3 together adds up to 5. So 5 is about changes. So something in your life is definitely changing at this time. And it's kind of saying, 5 is also a card that can speak of being just really adventurous and wanting to do things that is kind of, just out of the blue or completely in contrast to maybe what you've been doing previously. And maybe that is what is kind of, you're kind of reining it in and saying, okay, maybe I can't just do something outlandish. I can't just go into something that's just completely different. But I feel like it's kind of saying that you are imposing those restrictions on yourself. It's not necessarily that, you have this desire that can't come true. It could potentially come true. But you have to kind of understand that you can do it. It's like if you talk yourself out of certain situations, then you're never going to do it. But if you again are very optimistic, if you're very positive, and you're thinking to yourself, do you know what, this is really what I want to do, go ahead and do it. Like, it reminded me, like, this just came, I just thought about this now. Like, I was on Facebook, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and they were talking about a lady, I forgot her name, but she was on one of them talent shows, like America's Got Talent, and she is a plus size uh stripper. Or she does the pole dancing. It's better to say pole dancing than stripper. Like, she's, pole dancing is more like, I guess, the professional, when they do it as like teachers and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what she is. She teaches as pole dancing as well, and she's exceptionally good. And but the one of the judges said that he felt that she was too overweight, and who would want to see her do this and all this other stuff. But she didn't let it stop her, and her attitude is just so positive. And it's refreshing to see that she didn't listen to what other people's expectations of her are, and she just goes ahead and she just does it, and she loves what she does. So I think that that's kind of the attitude that you have to embrace at this time, Taurus. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.